Welcome back to Batman Enemy Within, where everything's gone to hell on the roof of the GCPD. Everybody showed up to have a squabble, and then Joker blew a hole through multiple floors of this building, which really does raise the question how everybody standing around, including Batman, survived that, but it did this much structural damage to a concrete and rebar building and shook a helicopter that was in the air nearby. It's probably fine. Fortunately, it's fairly low on my torso. Why do I feel like we did this exact thing with Batman before? I mean, I know we did it with Tomb Raider, but hey, could you stop moving the prompt I have to? Do you see how my mouse is drifting? If that's an intentional way of making it harder, your interface sucks too much for this to be okay. If you want me to try hard to do it, give me a QTE or something, not this.
Batman!
Did you get the collar off?
Oh my god.
Frankly, I don't know how...
Count three.
Frankly, I don't know how it's bent. Like, if we're thinking logically, if it's bent now, it also would have been bent when it went through you. Now, I grant you it's easier to take it out when it's straight, but I don't think that wound is straight if it was bent when it went through you, which it was. So, a little weird.
1, 2, 3!
You remember what I was saying about her weird...
One more time.
Her weird, gloves? Why is she able to help me now with the... That was a very uncontrolled way of doing that.
Batsuit. Seal.
I'm not sure just sealing the blood inside is fixing the problem.
Batmobile. It'll get me home.
You got it.
What, you mean Alfred's not gonna drive out to you right now to come patch it up for you? These are some wild choices. I love you, get out of town, come with me. I mean, I'm still on board with the Selena romance, but that was mostly in the first game. Our relationship has been very ill-defined here, and she's mostly in various scenes in this game for convenience. So I they keep alluding to it, but there's the same emotional engagement to it is not really present. I hope that if I choose get out of town, that it's taken as a polite and caring thing instead of a rude and flippant thing.
Get out of Gotham.
I'm afraid that's not an option. It's only a matter of time before they realize I'm gone.
I can get it.
Right now, let's worry about keeping you alive. Stay with me. Batman? Batman!
Okay. What are we doing? Oh, we made it to the Batcave. Everything's fine. Nothing went wrong. And of course, instead of having an actual doctor, Alfred is here.
A guy walks into a doctor's office. The guy says, Doc, I've got this thing with my hands. They won't stop shaking, and it's driving me mad. And the doctor says, have you been drinking a lot? And the guy says, no, not really.
I spill most of it.
Oh, heard that one before, have you?
Pretty sure from you.
It never was quite so relevant before. I decided my bedside manners could use some adjustment. Admonishing you never seems to get us anywhere.
What are we doing? Maybe stay still, man.
Try not to move until the painkillers settle in. That leg still needs to heal, as do the 3rd, 8th, and 10th ribs.
How did I get here?
Miss Kyle, she managed to get you into the Batmobile. The car arrived here, and I tended to you. It must be nice to be reminded that you have friends you can count on. And then there are friends who do things like this. He could have killed you. He nearly did.
Alfred, John is just... He has trouble controlling his impulses. Sometimes he acts without thinking.
He is very kid-like.
Okay, maybe more than sometimes.
I know you care for him, Bruce, but he's hurt people. A lot of people. And well, I'm sorry to say, but it's only gotten worse. Computer, bring up all live news feeds. Filter for the word Joker.
Gotham is still picking up the pieces after a man calling himself Joker led an assault on the GCPD.
There has been no confirmation whether Amanda Waller, director of the agency, is still alive.
The pursuit led onto the sidewalk where frightened citizens dove for cover.
Officers chased the madman for hours after the
We
attack,
know
but
that
lost him in the
11
chaos.
people were seriously
This
injured.
incident has many wondering who is...
Okay, none of that actually says anything, though. Because there were 11 people on that roof and in that building. Most of them agency. They didn't say he explicitly did anything out on the street. And the news only knows what they're being told. So it's heavily skewed in favor of Waller, who is, again, a fucking scumbag.
It's the Joker. Where did he come from?
I mean,
And where
I'm not
did his
saying
reign of
Joker's
terror
right.
end?
I'm just saying
You
this
told
is
him
maybe
being
not
aware
fair.
of his anger was the first step to overcoming it.
Reports have confirmed 8 casualties.
But I'm afraid that awareness has only shown him a path to channel that anger. You helped make him, you know.
Excuse me?
This Joker, from the start, John has hung on your every word. Bend over backwards to please you. Your influence is everywhere in him.
I mean, yeah.
Even the part of you that is darkest. And now he is that.
That isn't fair.
That's not fair, Alfred, and you know it. Whatever...
That's like that. Yeah. What the hell, Alfred? Like, yes, is there some responsibility on Bruce for this? Sure, but that's like saying that a parent is responsible for a child. There's some truth to that, but it doesn't cover the entire picture. There are all sorts of factors that go into who an individual becomes, this regardless of whether it's Joker or just, you know, a normal person. The experiences that you have in life greatly define your path through the future. And if you, as I was talking about in a previous episode, if you're a person who has had who's had very little of a life of any memory at all, since he sort of doesn't remember anything prior to being in Arkham, and he was only around either doctors and people who barely tolerated him, or other prisoners who also barely tolerated him, and he clearly had a lot of untreated things going on in his head, that was like, he was probably not getting sufficient therapy for, let alone anything else. Like, going, hey, you made him evil, or hey, you made him violent, is fucked. Beyond belief, that's a fucked up thing to say. Like, what is the alternative? That if I didn't empower him, that if I didn't try to provide guidance for him, that he would have turned out better? No, the alternative is if I didn't do that, he turns to being full villain with the rest of the villains there, who are all way more violent, hateful, and thoughtless than this version of him is. And that's obvious whether you don't have to be, reading a narrative to understand that. That is something you can say about real people in the real world, where, saying there's somebody's flawed doesn't mean that they couldn't be much, much worse. Like, what the fuck is this guilt trip from Alfred? Is this yet another arc of, let's give you random emotional manipulation that doesn't have anything to do with the player's actual agency in the game? Because I'm pretty confident I did pretty much everything the best way possible.
John has become. You can't put that on me.
I'm not putting it all on you. Perhaps just more than you're willing to admit yourself.
So what's option 3? He goes back to Arkham and lives a quiet, happy life?
I shouldn't have said all that to you, the shape you're in. I've had too much time to think while you've been recovering.
It was fucked up, Alfred.
Careful now. All the way up, Batman. It's time to meet your new partner.
Sorry, my what?
That was your cue, dear. Did you not?
I'm not ready!
Tiffany
Oh, no.
Yes.
is my partner.
I was hesitant at first, but I just couldn't talk her out of it, Bruce. She has your drive, your passion, just like when you became Batman. That's a difficult thing to say no to.
Alfred, I'm taking off my glasses for this because I need to rub my face. Alfred, you literally just chastised me 10 seconds ago about how I set John on a bad path and how the darkest parts of me are now showing in him. What makes you think Tiffany's different? They are both people with untreated mental issues. Different flavors, definitely, but and a naivete towards this whole situation that I have no control over. Why would Tiffany not turn out just as badly? Like, yes, she probably has a bit more qualms about direct violence than Joker does, but she also has such an incredible... She is more naive than John is, and she, I think, has a thirst for vengeance that she is trying to hide, or at least, is not admitting to. Because I can't figure out any reason why I should trust her to be in the Batcave. This is partially a problem of the writing, because they wrote a scene where I cannot tell her I was Batman. I don't know what happens then in this scenario. Maybe there was another opportunity. I wonder if the last time, actually, maybe that's what happens. If you don't tell her in your office, then you tell her when Alfred is down, and then she shows up anyway. Because I can't imagine a version of this where there's nobody here. I guess we'll see. I'm very annoyed at the hypocrisy here for real. Oh, but here's your new sidekick.
At least hear her out.
Al. No, Tiffany's not even close.
We don't know anything about how Tiffany is. We've literally never seen her do anything other than talk to us in a couple of situations and design a suit? Did she actually... I didn't even like the fact that we said that she should get trained, but did she get trained? What training did she get? What training didn't she get? We've had no back and forth with her. She's a complete enigma. Get it? Enigma? Enigma? Edward Enigma? Anyway.
To being ready for something like this.
Well, then I guess you'll just have to shatter her dreams when you tell her.
Fuck you, Alfred. You put me in this
You
situation
invited
that
her
I
into
didn't
this
ask.
when you told her you were Batman.
No, I didn't.
We may have our doubts, but
I thought
need
she
the
was
help
going to
right
become
now, and I mean you to
Lucius's replacement, not the shittiest Batgirl. Oh, that pants clipping was rough.
You have to put a stop to him, Bruce. I know you will, but whatever feelings you may have had for John, don't let him use them against you. You can't allow him to cloud your judgment.
I don't like any of these answers. Harder than you think makes it sound like I'm hand-waving it. Won't manipulate me feels like a lie. And I know what I'm doing just sounds angry.
I suppose I'll have to trust that you have it under control.
Yeah. What was that? That grimace and the eye roll?
While you were out, I've kept abreast of the authorities.
So it was... It was a wheelchair. I made that joke before. Is it... It must be a wheelchair with how it just moved. It can't still be attached to the floor.
And his associates.
Man, somebody needs to grease that thing. It's awfully loud. Oh, alright. Well...
The agency searched the subway layer the Pact had been using. They found nothing and razed what was left to the ground. John has often mentioned he misses Arkham. Maybe he's hiding there.
I thought of that. I'm afraid our own drone network has come up empty in a search of the asylum grounds and its catacombs. As for the GCPD, they've investigated John's other favorite haunt, the stacked deck. Interviews there yielded nothing useful, other than the fact John and a few of his regulars he's recruited to his cause.
Oh, I thought they looked a little bit familiar. Yeah.
Willie Deaver on the left, and that's Frank Dumfrey. Waller set up a stakeout at the funhouse after her agents' bodies were found. She has people there around the clock.
What a waste of effort.
John's gone to ground and in none of the usual places that we know about.
I'm done.
My word. Well, you certainly look the part.
No, you
Just
don't.
wait till you see what it can do. Oh my god.
You're wearing yoga pants and a vest and a backpack. It doesn't even match. Like, not to shit on her too hard, but like you had this very hyped up design, and you're wearing something that's a lot less cool. Even though it's very similar, but it's...
Bruce, are you okay?
Don't worry. It looks worse than it is.
Yes, you get used to him lying like this, unfortunately.
Is this what happens to you all the time?
Not all the time. Just the bad days.
So are we going to scare her off? Surely we should scare her off,
It's
right?
a long shot, but the water tower, where Joker set his ambush for the agency, it's still an active crime scene. With a little bit of luck, there may be something there I can use to track him.
I'm coming with you.
Why?
Chemical sniffers, advanced sensor suites, early warning defense nodes, all with sync capability directly to your cowl. It scans and catalogs evidence in a nanosecond.
I don't like it.
Maybe even faster than the back computer. It's even got some defensive options.
What is this decision? What? Why are we doing this? I know I was saying earlier how like the Tiffany, Batgirl, and Avesta Oracle. Why isn't Tiffany Oracle? I think that's the first thing I said about her. Like, unless you're gonna tell me that she's gonna get in combat. I mean, she seems so shocked at my wounds. Like, that's going to happen to her. Everybody who comes out with Batman has to be reasonably combat capable, because even people whose job it kind of is get fucked up. Like, Avesta lost her hearing because she wasn't ready for the intensity and insanity of what's going on. Like, agency people and GCPD get killed all the time. The only thing that's protecting Tiffany is fucking plot armor. And by all accounts, Tiffany should be a tragic character. If I'm not gonna lie, if this game had any balls, she dies by the end of the game. Like, she goes out, either I take her with me, or she goes out on her own, maybe, if I don't, and then she just gets fucking biffed because she has no idea what she's in for. Like, that is the thing that to me makes the most sense for her character, because she is not, we at least don't have any indication that she is in any way capable for this. She is very smart, clearly, and very capable of doing all of the like technology stuff that Lucius was doing in a remarkable way, which is all the more reason for her not to come. I feel like this is a decision that if I look up, I'm going to get spoiled. I don't like the suddenness of this decision. I don't like that we don't even get to hear her pitch fully before we have to make this decision. I don't know what either of these choices even mean, because it's not even take Tiffany with you or don't. It's take Tiffany with you or have her help from afar, which feels like should both be equally valid.
Non-lethal, of course.
I'm gonna try and not spoil myself, but I'm gonna look something up while... Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm going with my gut, which is...
I'm sorry, Tiffany, but it's just too dangerous. Work at a distance, like your father did.
You can still help from here through the Bat computer.
She does seem...
You could use your drone as a
very
proxy.
disappointed, but...
Sure.
Let's get to work.
There isn't a middle ground where at least I could not make her upset, like, or I could say, we need to assess your talents first, so let's give this is our first go, and it's the biggest thing that this is her first mission, and it's the biggest thing that Batman has ever been up against, as far as we know. So that is a bad matching. We can't let her down gently and say, let's pilot this, let's, you can help me out, let's see what happens, but don't you, like, but if you come out here, like I said, you're gonna fucking die.
You'll need these. For the pain.
Why does the why does the Batsuit not have like medical assistance at this point?
If I can do half as much good as my dad, I'll be proud.
All right, let's go.
I mean, your technology is extraordinarily impressive. Okay, that was really poorly presented, but I think the drone got into the Batmobile with me? That was like 5 frames of animation. All right. Why is it focusing on Montoya? Guys, that's a fucking it's a 360 degree like camera from a surveillance. You had to go with that look. It's like a surveillance camera in a supermarket. It's purple, but it's still a surveillance complete with like the slightly glowing UV or IR LEDs. Like, that's not okay.
Ready to go on this end.
Oh, now she's happy. Okay.
Batman? I wasn't expecting you. We might not be able to give you a lot of time.
With Waller kidnapped and me getting canned, no one's sure
What?
who's...
Hold on. A lot to unpack here. So they're already expecting him? Or they planned for this? And also, Gordon's here for whatever fucking reason? What is going on?
Jurisdiction this crime scene falls under. The agencies or the GCPDs. So for now, let's go ahead and say it's yours. All right?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say with Waller kidnapped? When did that happen? How are we just glossing over that? I mean, I know that there was a lot of chaos at the end of the confrontation on top of the GCPD, but Waller, okay, let me be frank. Waller should never be kidnapped. Waller's either in charge or dead. Because she is so hated by everyone other than her own agency that if anyone else gets their hands on her permanently, they would and should execute her. Like, there's really no dancing around that. I was kind of saying this before. It's everybody's best choice is to eliminate her one way or the other. She's kidnapped. Okay. By who? By Bane and Harley? Do they still have their it was never established how the shock collars are kept on. They can't be tampered with. But okay. Whatever.
Here to help however they can.
Yeah, let's be
Glad
nice.
you're here, Jim. I'd heard.
Technically, I'm not here. Not in an official capacity, anyway.
Working outside of the law. Let me know if you need any pointers.
So what's the plan?
After the pack separated, Joker had to find somewhere else to hide. There could be clues here that tell us where that is. And where he may have taken Waller.
The car's still here? I saved the car because it was kind of cool, and I figured we were going to use it, but the car is just still parked here, apparently.
Forensics ran it through the system. Found it was stolen from the stacked deck a few weeks ago.
Shocking.
I recognize it. It's been customized since then.
Let me know what you need.
Really? Crazy.
Get some details on this paint.
Funny. Doesn't look like a rush job.
Because it's not.
The drone
Excuse
sees a
me,
body
sorry.
shop quality strip below the top layer.
Okay. It's a lot of You didn't even let me press
paint
that.
uses a stripping solvent that hasn't met compliance standards since.
I'll run a check on manufacturers in the area, see who's recently been dinged for safety regulations. This much data, we're gonna need something to narrow it down. Like a name.
Okay.
Huh. This car is hot-wired. It's a mess. Well, you'd think a guy like him would have stolen a car before.
It's not that bad.
If you say so.
Is this the car we hotwired? I kind of forgot we did that. But didn't we do that? Didn't we, like... Was that a thing? Did I misremember that? I actually don't remember. Did we steal this car and I forgot?
Someone was thirsty. What do you think?
Was this... Wait, did we steal this car when... I think we stole this car from the bar when Harley was there. Wasn't that it? So we gave a hand with hot wiring, and that was part of our proving our, or to my mind, it was proving our willingness to be a criminal. One of the first things we did.
Wanna run DNA?
No. We already know who it belongs to.
Oh.
Custom plates.
I mean, it's gotta be fake, right?
DMV.
Yeah.
I miss this, you know. You and me raking over a crime scene. I messed it up, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Now, in the early days when we were chasing you, not realizing you were one of the good guys, you and I came to an agreement. We worked together to make Gotham safer. I lost my head the other day. I want you to know I'm sorry. I cracked, like I said I would when Waller first moved in. I said and did some things I'm not proud of.
I don't like any of these answers. You were out of line is probably the best, but it sounds like it could be too aggressive. Spare me the nostalgia feels just rude for no reason, and no apology necessary seems like it's letting him off without having, taking his apology seriously, which it should be, because we need to acknowledge that he did in fact fuck this up pretty hard.
And I regret it.
You were just doing what you thought was right, Jim.
Not
There's
really.
nothing to apologize for.
I don't really agree with that.
You're a good man for saying that.
But we'll, soften the blow on him, I guess.
I've missed this too.
He said to the barrels.
Batman, got something.
It's a faint signal.
A signal of what? Wait, is this... The way the camera keeps moving around, I don't even know... Is this the thing she was looking at?
It's tungsten steel, though. Hard to break that just by stepping on it.
Bane's a big boy. Remarkable craftsmanship.
Tungsten steel? Tungsten and steel are two different things. I don't know the metallurgy well enough to say for sure, but I don't think they are typically alloyed with each other either. Whatever. I'm nitpicking.
Silver filigree. He's become quite the showman these days.
Oh, maybe they had a shop class in Arkham.
They don't.
Okay. We didn't look at these ones. Well, there's a lot of venom around.
Drone.
Bane's venom.
His suit was punctured. It's everywhere.
Is it useful?
No. Not in finding Joker.
Oh,
I'll
I
add
guess
it
so.
to ignore on the drone search filters.
Okay, so it won't show up anymore, I guess? Yeah, there we go, okay.
Smoke pellet. Jokers.
potassium nitrate and cane sugar.
Yep.
Homemade. Sloppy.
They're really easy to
A
make.
custom tungsten steel Joker rang, but smoke pellets you can make in your kitchen?
His gear. It's made by different people.
I mean, duh? He didn't get off the ground in 2 weeks just doing it all himself. I'm guessing the scrap pile is last because it doesn't say what it
The
is.
controller to the shock collars that Waller's using on the Pact. Damaged. Can you isolate the signal from this device?
What?
Sure,
What do you mean
but
signal?
why?
What are we looking for?
I've seen what these collars can do. Might come in handy.
I really don't know what we're even looking for, but okay.
Joker's knife. Must have lost it after he went into a frenzy against Bane.
But hold on. He had that knife when we were out in the street, and he was... That blood is Bane's blood because he was stabbing Bane in the neck with it. And we pulled him off.
Bane's
Why is it
blood
here?
won't lead us to Joker. Nothing of note.
Well, then what was Tiffany telling me to look at when she pulled the drone?
Electrical burns.
From the agency guns?
They were firing wildly.
Yeah, they're not particularly good at their job when it's not necessary for them to be.
Festive, but not a lead.
Aw. But they're festive.
Welcome, agency pigs.
Here, I thought that was our nickname.
Not sure Riddler would like the new decor.
This Joker guy going nuts. I heard it started with Riddler's murder, but he's blaming Waller for it. Wouldn't actually surprise me.
Riddler's murder. Really?
But maybe it was always just a matter of time before he snapped.
So there's a... whatever Joker rang? Is that what he called it? Yeah. Why is it there? It's a weird place for it to fall into.
A maker's mark. WD.
Why would they put a
Willie
maker's
Beaver,
mark on it?
Joker's associate. What do you have on him?
Machinist by trade,
Oh,
with a
well, then
storied
we should've-
employment history.
We should have already known
Fired
that.
from almost every factory and chemical plant in Gotham. Has a drinking problem, apparently.
Chemical plants. Huh. Let me cross-reference Willie Deaver's former employers with the paint used on Joker's car. Ace Chemicals. Their main plant was shut down last year
After the city cited them for multiple safety violations.
Isn't
Because
Ace...
of the paint.
The plant's been abandoned ever since. Perfect hiding spot.
We found him.
Well.
Harley, why are you here? I was gonna say, isn't Ace Chemical the one that, like, the vat Joker fell into in some versions of his origin story and all that? This was very contrived. Also, I don't know why the batarang we found on the ground, we couldn't get the maker's mark off of that, but maybe I'm asking too much. So many on the interactions in this game are completely erroneous. It's just, click buttons, click all the things, instead of just, telling a concise narrative. But whatever. It's not that bothersome. It's less than ideal. All right. Let's take a moment and then we'll figure out why Harley's here, I guess.